Keeping the gut moving can be challenging for anyone. Bung-ups lead to bloating, gas, and pain, aka constipation. Now, for someone with a spinal injury, it's even more challenging to get the gut moving since the nether regions don't do much movement, period. So expecting the colon to jiggle along nicely is somewhat optimistic. It doesn't. 42 to 81% of people with a spinal cord injury are constipated, and getting relief using traditional approaches more often than not doesn't work. You may be asking, so what? That's not me. Maybe not, but something that works for this group of people, the tough nuts, could help everyone. This was the thinking of a team of researchers based at the Isfahan University of Medical Science. Join us for this episode of Better Body Chemistry TV as we discover strategies to help the tough nuts go more. Better Body Chemistry TV is brought to you by Dr. Sandy, a scientist turned gremlin buster, helping you battle sugar gremlins, heifer lumps, and other health horribles through better body chemistry. Remember, small things can make a big difference to your health. The team reached out to patients attending a rehabilitation center in the city of Sharakot in central Iran. All of the patients had a spinal injury. They had been injured at least 2 years earlier. The site of their injuries varied across the length of their spines. Pretty much all of them had pooping problems, some more than others. Now, mindful of the fact that moving the nether regions was a problem, the team contemplated the biology behind the wiring of the digestive tract. Now, the big player in moving the gut is the parasympathetic nervous system, nicknamed the feed and breed arm of the autonomic nervous system. So at the end of the day, getting the gut moving hinges on firing up the vagus nerve. This is the main branch of the parasympathetic nervous system. Now, it can be achieved in multiple ways, but for the stressed out and chronic sitters, it's not so easy. That said, this is biology. There's always more than one way to skin a cat. Introducing Neuroanatomy 101. The face and mouth are packed with nerves. The big player here is the trigeminal sensory nerve, also known as cranial nerve 5. It's distributed under the skin of the face and in the mouth and nose. It's responsible for conscious sensation in the head and neck area, helping you sense, among other things, pain and temperature. It's not connected to the vagus nerve, but could the wires cross? The team hypothesized that jiggling the nerve endings in your mouth would jiggle the nerves in the nether regions, potentially popping a poop out. So they prescribed regular mouth jiggling to the patients attending the rehab clinic. Mouth jiggling was achieved through the use of a traditional wooden toothbrush. This was culturally appropriate. Before the invention of the modern plastic toothbrush, people kept their teeth in tip-top shape by chewing on pieces of wood. It's an approach still used in the Middle East today. The way that it works is the tannins buried in the soft woody parts of the stick are released into the mouth when the stick is chewed. These tannins have antibacterial, anti-mouth odor, and anti-inflammatory properties, facilitating good oral health. Now, around the world, different shrubs have served the purpose. In this neck of the woods, the brushes come from Salvador persica. The volunteers were all issued with a Salvador wooden toothbrush and received instruction on how to use their brush correctly, and they were encouraged to use it twice a day for 5 minutes immediately after breakfast and dinner. 6 weeks later, the team checked up on their levels of constipation, and with no exceptions, things had improved. Here are the results. Thanks to a wire cross, which is believed to happen at the medial longitudinal fasciculus, a bout of serious chewing can give the colon a kick in the pants, helping to get the poop out and relieve constipation. So, the secret to overcoming constipation is chewing. Now, don't panic. Chewing more does not require you to chew a piece of wood. Although if you're up to it, it might be quite a hoot. You will need to shop around to get your hands on a wooden toothbrush or two, but they are available in the West, and they are able to clean your teeth. Several scientific studies have validated their utility as toothbrushes. But if you're not a wooden toothbrush kind of person, you could chew any number of things: a raw carrot, a handful of nuts, a piece of jerky or biltong, or a stick of chewing gum. The point is, chew on something, particularly around breakfast time. Chewing, it's actually a forgotten art. Unfortunately, most modern breakfasts and many lunches and dinners can be consumed with little to no chewing. It's one of the side effects of food processing. Foods are good to go, so they can slip down with little or no chewing. Aish. Oh, and it goes without saying, if all breakfast is a cup of joe, clearly zero chewing is expected. Why is the early morning important? Well, early mornings are made for pooping. When you wake up, so should your colon. Now, since your colon doesn't actually see the sun, its signal for waking comes from you. A good chew acts as an alarm clock for your colon, signaling the dawn of a new day and the need to clear out yesterday's waste with a good poop, helping you create better body chemistry and better health. Interested in discovering more ways to create better body chemistry or need a little help getting your body chemistry on track? Visit our website at www.betterbodychemistry.com. Browse our library or enroll in one of our courses or programs. The advice is simple to follow and based on real science, not hype. Know someone who's pretty sedentary and struggling to poop? Share this video with them so they know how to get their wires crossed and kickstart a bowel movement. And if this is your first time here, be sure to subscribe to our channel so you catch future episodes of Better Body Chemistry TV. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Remember, small things can make a big difference to your health.